All right, we're picking back up after our road win over Purdue to go to 4-1, 1-1 in conference, just like the real Nebraska. We lost to Illinois, but we've won all the rest of them. We got a somewhat unimpressive win, but still a win over Purdue. So let's advance to the following week, where we will play Rutgers at home. See how the recruiting is going. So a bunch of guys have locked us out. So recruiting is not going well. We're up to A- championship contender somehow. Take that. All right, so I think we're going to have to do a lot of adjusting on recruiting. So we're still first for him. Oops, that's not what we want. All right, so these we are going to keep as is. Damn you, Ramon Kopp. He was a bust anyway. New Jersey, we'll remove him. And Peters committed to Auburn. It's a rough week on recruiting for us. Moffitt committed to Wisconsin. Valawaga committed to Oklahoma. Let's just make sure there's no visits we can schedule. No, okay. We still can't schedule his visit. We can schedule his visit, though. We just don't really... We know he likes proximity to home. So let's schedule his visit for the UCLA game. There we go. We'll also send the house. I'm not sure it's smart to do that. It doesn't really make sense that you send the house, but you also have him come visit. But we'll do it. Hopefully it'll pan out for recruiting. Henry, we will send the house. And we can schedule his visit. Program tradition is what we want to talk about. Okay. We got 20 hours, so we'll DM the player. DM Javon Longo as well. Let's remove Burks, who has locked us out. Toomer, well, that makes sense that Toomer committed to Michigan. Ekiyor locked us out. Rourke committed to Miami. So only got 24 guys on our recruiting board. We have 0 commits. So it's getting a little, my recruiting strategy might not be great right now. Top classes. Does it show where we are with our 0 commits? No. All right, look at the top. Well, let's look at our story first. Conference clash. Rutgers and Nebraska prepare for an intra-conference battle early in the season. They are 3-1, unlike the 4-0 record they had in real life. Top stories. Hatred renewed. Rivals Georgia and Auburn are preparing for a ranked contest in Athens. Number 21 Auburn, number 9 Georgia. Ranked rivalry. Ranked rivals Clemson and Florida State meet in the highly anticipated top 25 matchup. Fearless, the Bruins pull off the upset over conference opponent Oregon, 38-30. Big win by UCLA. Better be ready. Coach Greg Malone and the Wolverines are preparing for their top 25 matchup against Washington on the road. Let's look at the scores from around the country from last week. In the ACC, Miami beat Virginia Tech by 6. Wake Forest beat Louisiana by a touchdown. Western Kentucky beat Boston College by 2 touchdowns. NC State, number 6 NC State, barely hung on and beat Northern Illinois by a field goal. Notre Dame barely beat number 16 Louisville by a field goal. Well, number 16 now. They were probably ranked higher when they played. Clemson beat up on Stanford. Syracuse crushed an FCS school. Florida State crushed SMU. North Carolina beat Duke, which did not happen in real life. Duke came back and won that game 21-20. In the American, Army beat Temple by a touchdown. Rice beat Charlotte by 5. Tulane beat South Florida by a field goal. East Carolina beat Texas San Antonio. UAB beat Navy. North Texas beat Tulsa. Memphis beat Middle Tennessee. And Florida Atlantic got their first win over an FCS school. Big 12, TCU beat Kansas. Cincinnati beat Texas Tech. They were ranked higher. Now they're ranked 25th. Big upset for Cincinnati. They should be ranked now, but I guess they're not. Iowa State beat Houston. Oklahoma State beat Kansas State pretty easily. Central Florida beat Colorado by 2 touchdowns. That did not happen in real life. BYU beat Baylor. And Utah beat Arizona. Big Ten, of course, we beat Purdue by 10. Maryland beat Indiana. That did not happen in real life. Indiana is 2-3 in this game world. In real life, they are 6-0 now. Ohio State beat Michigan State by 3 touchdowns. Michigan beat Minnesota pretty easily. Washington crushed Rutgers. So Rutgers is not feeling great about themselves, or maybe they're pissed off. We'll see what happens in our game. Penn State beat Illinois. UCLA beat Oregon. And Wisconsin beat USC. Wisconsin is rolling right now. Conference USA, Liberty beat Appalachian State. Western Kentucky beat Boston College. Texas State beat Sam Houston. Kennesaw State beat an FCS school. Florida International beat Louisiana Tech. Memphis beat Middle Tennessee. And New Mexico won by a field goal over New Mexico State. For the Independents, UConn beat Buffalo. Miami of Ohio beat UMass. And Notre Dame barely beat Louisville. The MAC, UConn beat Buffalo by 8. Miami of Ohio beat UMass. Old Dominion beat Bowling Green. NC State barely beat Northern Illinois. Central Michigan barely beat San Diego State. Ball State beat James Madison by a field goal. Eastern Michigan beat Kent State by a field goal. Western Michigan beat Marshall by a touchdown. And Ohio beat Akron by a field goal. Mountain West, Central Michigan beat San Diego State by 2. Air Force doubled up on Wyoming, handing Wyoming their first loss. New Mexico beat New Mexico State by 3. We saw that. Fresno State beat UNLV by 5. Boise State beat up on Washington State. Pac-12, we just saw. Boise State beat Washington State. SEC, Mississippi State upsets Texas. I think Texas was ranked number 1 before that game, so huge win for the Bulldogs. Texas A&M beats Arkansas. Alabama beats Georgia, 38-24, which happened in real life. LSU barely beat South Alabama. LSU somehow ranked 11th despite that very close win. Ole Miss beats Kentucky by 6. That did not happen in real life. And Oklahoma beats Auburn by 8. In the Sun Belt, Wake Forest beat Louisiana by a touchdown. Liberty beat Appalachian State. Old Dominion beat Bowling Green. Texas State beat Sam Houston. All State beat James Madison. Troy beat Louisiana Monroe. LSU beat South Alabama. Western Michigan beat Marshall, and Georgia Southern beat Georgia State. That's all the scores from last week. The updated top 25 in the media poll. It's Ohio State, Notre Dame, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, Michigan, NC State, Alabama, Miami, Georgia, Utah, LSU, Texas, Ole Miss, Oregon, Florida State, Louisville, Arizona, Penn State, Wisconsin, Washington, Auburn, Clemson. We are back in the rankings after our win at Purdue, ranked 23rd in the media poll. And SMU and Texas Tech. Others receiving votes is TCU, Iowa State, Kentucky, Iowa, Liberty, Kansas, Wake Forest, Central Florida, UCLA, and Missouri. Coaches poll is Ohio State, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Oklahoma State, Michigan, Alabama, LSU, Miami, Georgia, Wisconsin, Utah, Texas, falling a lot of spots after their loss, Florida State, Oregon, Ole Miss, Arizona, NC State, Louisville, Penn State, Washington, Iowa State, SMU, Iowa, Auburn, Central Florida. And others receiving votes, TCU, Clemson, Kansas, Texas A&M, Rutgers, North Carolina, Texas Tech, UCLA, and Cincinnati. The coaches really don't like us. It's pretty clear. No votes at all in the coaches poll. Conference standings. We're just going over the leaders. So right now in the ACC, Boston College, Louisville, Miami, NC State, North Carolina, and Wake Forest are at the top at 1-0. Florida State is 3-1 though. In the American, Rice is 2-0, while East Carolina, North Texas, Tulane, and UAB are all 1-0. The Big 12, Cincinnati, Oklahoma State, and TCU are 2-0, and Iowa State is 1-0. Big 10, we got Michigan, UCLA, and Washington at 2-0, with Iowa, Ohio State, Penn State, and Wisconsin at 1-0. Conference USA, Liberty is at 2-0, while Florida International, Sam Houston, and Western Kentucky are at 1-0. Independents don't have a conference record, of course. In the MAC, Ball State, Eastern Michigan, Northern Illinois, and Ohio are 1-0. Mountain West, Fresno State is 2-0, with San Jose State at 1-0. 12 only has one game. In the SEC, Oklahoma and Texas A&M are 2-0, and Alabama, LSU, Missouri, and Ole Miss are 1-0. Sunbelt, we've got, well, let's go by divisions here. In the East, Georgia Southern and Appalachian State are 1-0. In the West, Troy is 1-0. Players of the week for the National Players of the Week for defensive, it was Kentucky's Jamon Johnson. Offensive Player of the Week was Washington's Jeremiah Hunter. ACC, it was Wake Forest's Justin Cody and Louisville's Tyler Show. That's how you say his name. American, it was South Florida's Jalen Schuler and Florida Atlantic's Cameron Fancher. Big 12, it was Houston's Nadame Tucker and Texas Tech's Baron Morton. The Big 10, it was Oregon's Jeffrey Bassa and Washington's Jeremiah Hunter. Conference USA, it was Western Kentucky's Upton Stout and Liberty's Kaidon Salter. For the Independents, it was Notre Dame's Donovan Heinisch and UConn's Tucker McDonald. The MAC, it was Eastern Michigan's Messiah Blair, a presumptuous first name, and Central Michigan's Tyson Davis. In the Mountain West, it was Air Force's Peyton Zdroik and Boise State's Jambres Dubar. Apparently, Janti got hurt because Dubar got all the carries. Pac-12, Washington State's Jamori Colson and Trey Shackelford. The SEC, it was Kentucky's Jamon Johnson and Oklahoma's Andrell Anthony. Sunbelt, it was Georgia Southern's Deshaun Davis and James Madison's Omarion Dollison. That is it for Players of the Week. Heisman Watch. Got Isaiah Bond from Texas, Baron Morton from Texas Tech, Max Johnson from North Carolina, Quinn Ewers from Texas, and Jalen Milroe from Alabama. And we've got 0 points to spend, so we'll look at the stats. The national leaders. Our boy, our freshman quarterback, still has not thrown an interception. He's not always been great, but he hasn't thrown any interceptions, so that's nice. National leaders for yardage, it's Devin Cargman from Kent State, followed by Garrett Nussmeier from LSU. Will Rogers from Washington is third. Touchdowns, it's Billy Edwards Jr. from Maryland and DJU from Florida State. Yards per game is Braden Shager from Hawaii. The rating is Jacob Knuth. Oh, he's only thrown the 8 passes, though, so that doesn't count. Rushing, our guy's still in second. He's got a lot more carries than everybody else, but he is second with 639 yards, following Ollie Gordon II from Oklahoma State. For touchdowns, Donovan Edwards has 11. Our guy has 10. Yards per game, Ollie Gordon II is pretty comfortably ahead. For receiving yardage, it is Sebastian Brown from Kent State, followed by Dwayne Thomas Jr. from Charlotte. For catches, it's Sebastian Brown and Jayshon Platt are tied for the lead. Touchdowns, Sebastian Brown of Kent State has 9. We look at defensive, most tackles is DJ Gordon IV from South Florida. Tackles for loss, the leader is Deshaun Davis from Georgia Southern. Sacks is Jeffrey Bassa from Oregon. Interceptions is Bryce Pollock from Mississippi State. And these are probably pretty much the same. Most field goals, there's a big tie. The longest field goal made is Noah Burnett from North Carolina. Punting, just look at, the average, the leader's Trey Turk. The longest punt is from Ryan Hansen of James Madison. And kick return, we have some kick return touchdowns now. Well, we got one. Gavin Blackwell from North Carolina. He now has the longest, obviously, with a 100-yard kick return. Punt returns, we've got a few guys with touchdowns, and the long remains Jabari Bates from San Jose State. All right, we are now ready for game number 6 against Rutgers. This is in Lincoln. Once again, I will probably not commentate too much during the game. But let's see if we can move to 2-1 in conference and follow what the real-life Nebraska Cornhuskers did by getting an ugly win, but a win nonetheless against Rutgers. Here we go to Lincoln, Nebraska for Rutgers at Nebraska.
Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this Big Red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Scarlet Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Homer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in this...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Huskers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Getting some... Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 45 on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last.
They'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Strong. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Chuck it away just as he was hit.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll go to the ground. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. They go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Takes the handoff. It's Monaga. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Might as well give it to him again.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On second down, they'll take to the air. The sure hands, it's strong. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After missing that 53-yard field goal attempt, pretty good field position here. 1st and 10 from the 36. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On second down, wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Nair. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Husker! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over West Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. This offense has a second down play. Caught in the backfield, it's long. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Speed on the field, I gotta find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He leaves it with his back. Smashes through. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Scarlet Knights are on the move. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's strong. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the short completion brings up second down. To the air, it's Raiola. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. It's complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And the freshman just threw it behind him that time.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. Had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of him moving forward.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. In punt formation to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Strong. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Throws for the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's enough.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a... Oh, it's a fumble! Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has.
And he breaks into the open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles, get those extra yards, and show that toughness ball.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is heading. They're trailing by 23 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Monaga. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the grab over the middle. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to pick up the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? First down here for the offense. The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking for room, it's Monaga. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game. And right now, everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the 3rd play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see if you're the coaching staff.
And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Fires left. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put... with that guy in your backfield.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone... They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground.
Paid off that time. I would have kicked a field goal, but they went for it. We got it this time.
And it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe it's getting the football a lot and scoring.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He wants to throw here on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's strong. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I think if you're the head coach, telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Can't make the play on the interception, and, man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
To the ground with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
From the shotgun, the inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Huskers have moved it inside the 20. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
At the 18-yard line. Third down coming up.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Nebraska.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Off play action. Feeling throws toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right.
Now,
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner is stopped. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Coming after. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Temple. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Got it in the middle. It's strong. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's long. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
All right, so we're going to get the win against Rutgers. In real life, it was 14-7. Here, it'll be 31-7 thanks to a kind of a garbage time touchdown, but we'll take it. Get this hike. No, of course, we don't even get the snap off. Awesome. Takes that guy 8 seconds to get across the line of scrimmage. We're down the line, I should say.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll line up for a second down play.
One more hike, and then we can call it good.
That's what you expect from
so I say we'll probably get Dowdell hurt on that play. That'll be it. Don't know why we can't just take the knee and have it run out of time, but we'll watch these 10 seconds click off the clock. Click off the clock, tick off the clock. And take the win. 5-1, 2-1 in the Big Ten, just like the real-life Nebraska Cornhuskers. We're ranked in one poll, which is not like the real-life Nebraska Cornhuskers, but we made it to our bye week at 5-1. Not a terrible record. We should have won that Illinois game. We choked that away, thanks to the computer going for fourth down twice when I hoped they would kick the field goal when I super simmed it. Well, we're 5-1. Just like the real-life Huskers, 2-1 in the conference. Got a bye week, then we play at Indiana and at Ohio State. In real life, those are two pretty tough games. In the video game, the Indiana game might be manageable, but Ohio State, of course, will still be tough. Looking at the stats, we had 4 more first downs. We had about 100 yards more total offense. We rushed for 182 compared to their 27. I saw Monangai in this video game land here only has like 300-some yards rushing. Not sure why they're not giving him the ball or he's not able to do much with it. Only threw 21 passes, threw for 144 yards compared to their 200. They were actually better on third down than we were. We were 2 for 3 on fourth down, though. One of those was another instance where I hope they kicked the field goal, but they went for it and got it this time. We aren't turning the ball over much. That's good. We had a fumble against Illinois. Or was it against Purdue? It's pretty much been our only turnover, I think. Won the time of possession battle. For player stats, Dillon was 13-21 for 144 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. Callie McManus was 17-35 for 200 yards. 1 touchdown, no picks. Rushing, Monangai had 17 carries for 55 yards. We limited him for the most part. Dowdell had 29 carries for 144, and Ramir Johnson had 60 yards on 6 carries. Our leading receiver had a whopping 39 yards, Alex Bullock. Their leading receiver had 76 yards, Ian Strong, and then Long had their touchdown. Here's the blocking stats. Here's the defensive stats. 11 tackles for John Bullock. 2 sacks. Hell of a game for him. Powell had 13 tackles, 3 tackles for losses. Their kicker missed their only field goal attempt. It's pretty far. We were 1 for 2, kicked a 35-yarder. Our punter averaged 37.6, not great. Their punter averaged 38, about the same. Kick return, 15 and 14.3 average. Our guy, we had a 17-yarder and a 14-yarder. Return, we're still not getting much on the punt return. They had 1 for 10. Scoring summary, 7-0 Nebraska, then 7-7, 14-7, 21-7, 24-7, and 31-7 with that late defensive touchdown. So, we moved to 5-1, 2-1 in conference. Let's head back to the hub, as they call it. See if we have any coach points to spend. We'll do that here at the end of the video. Architect, we need 15 for that. What's this? Program builder. That's 15. That's 10. We could get this. That's recruiter. That might actually be a good thing to get. All right. All right, so next time we will do the bye week and have our 7th game that will be on the road against Indiana. Until next time.